We're talking with Corey Hodnett, and he is the owner of Green Machine Pest Control. Welcome back to the show. We just heard your ad, and you've got to tell everybody a little bit about your Scorpion Plus program that you were talking about on your ad. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's our new program. I'm so excited about it because for years we've had people calling in and they're worried about scorpions, and they're worried not just for them but for their kids and for their pets and things like that. And we've done a great job with our general pest control, servicing homes, eliminating scorpions, but now we're putting our stamp on it and we're saying this is our deal. And the biggest part of our new program is that if you have our Scorpion Plus program and you see a live scorpion inside your home, we're going to pay you $100, and we're going to come back and not charge you. We'll pay you the $100 to come back and treat for free to make sure that you're safe. And nobody in pest control is doing that. And there are 1,200 companies in the valley doing pest control. Nobody is putting their stamp on killing scorpions that way. And the biggest problem is most companies, they defer. Yeah, you can't kill scorpions. You can just kill their food. No, we kill scorpions, and we do it 100% of the time. So the parts of the Scorpion Plus program, number one, obviously, we pay you. We pay you $100 if you find a live one in your home. Second thing, we're going to take and inject dust into the cinder block wall that goes all the way around the property, and then seal that sucker up, because that's where if you take a black light outside, that's the breeding zone. That's where you find the live ones anyone that wants a creepy night, take a black light and go visit your cinder block wall, and you're going to wonder if you should go out with bare feet at night.
Yeah.
So we seal that sucker up. Then that helps us make the yard a great place for you to be, and then also the house. And then we treat the interior, the exterior, the garage. We give the customers a no breeding zone packet that actually shows them hot spots throughout the yard where they can pay attention and find things in their yard where they can actually take action, like getting, for example, like stacked wood off the house. People stack wood. It's Arizona. I didn't know people stack wood against the house until I started visiting all the yards, and it was like, what? Why? Why?
And there you go. You're actually bringing them to you.
Yeah. You'll see the friendliest technicians in the industry visiting your home. That's what I brag about my technicians all the time. If you read our reviews, I've got over 700 reviews, 5 stars. And it's because our technicians love our customers, and they just want you happy. So they're going to work their butts off. We give you a swag bag full of goodies, and then we give you an annual termite inspection once a year to make sure you don't have termites. And with this program, I'm bonusing 6 months of a termite warranty, so that in case anyone gets termites, which if you've ever lived in Arizona for more than 6 months, you'd know everyone ends up with termites. I've had them at my house. Everyone ends up with termites. And we give you a warranty where you'll pay nothing to have your house treated for termites with the termite warranty.
As far as I'm concerned, there are people to call when you're dealing with pests.
Amen.
That's the number. Their phone number is 480-331-1009. Put this number in your phone and put it under reputable pest control company. And that number again, it's 480-331-1009. They're valley-wide. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. They do both residential and commercial as well.
Yep, we do.
And they're also 5-star rated everywhere. So let me tell you, to me, when I hear what you say about this Scorpion Plus program, I mean, everybody should be just calling you for that. That is awesome.
It's the number one problem in Arizona is scorpions. That's the number one. Number 2 is termites. But number 1 is scorpions. And we've done over 30,000 scorpion treatments. We know everything about them. We know where they eat, where they live, how they get in, where they breed. We know all the stuff. We've been doing it forever. And so one of the things that a lot of people don't know is a scorpion can fit into your home in an opening as thin as a credit card.
That's really weird.
It's crazy, yeah. So when you see those gaps along the cinder block wall, that's as thin as a credit card, right? It keeps them safe from predators. They slide in there, they're safe. And they do the same thing to get into your house. So here's a trick. If you want to check for a spot that scorpions can get in, take your phone, open up your camera, and put it on selfie mode. And then stick your camera portion underneath where your stucco comes down and makes that little lip at the bottom. Put it underneath there and look for a black line going left to right. That is a gap that actually leads up into the wall, and scorpions use that gap to get inside your home. They get in the wall, they follow the wood, They go through the openings between the wood, and then they come out where your pipes exit the wall underneath your sink, behind your toilet, and your shower head, which is how they get in the shower.
Ooh, I know. That's scary.
Yeah. And so the other places where scorpions will typically be, they'll be obviously, like we said, in the cinder block wall. They'll be under like those plastic tubs that hold all your pool toys and whatever other toys. Wet towels. They love being under wet towels. They need moisture too. Hose reels and storage. They'll be underneath the hose reel, inside the hose reel. And then they'll also, those things that you will just kind of throw your, what is it? It's like a big pot where you put your hose in it. Yeah. They like those things. And then like I said, underneath the stucco is where they'll get in. So I have a customer. She was with another company. She had the bottom of her home sealed up, and she hired us because she was like, I go out in my yard every night, and I still kill scorpions in the yard and on the wall. And she kept a tally on her calendar. She killed 105 in May, 119 in June, and then we sealed up her cinder block wall. And then she kept going out and keeping a tally, and I checked with her another month later, and she says, I only saw 2.
Isn't that awesome?
2. And then I checked with her another 6 months later, and she's like, I get maybe 2 every couple of months.
Wow.
Like, nothing.
The difference is they kill them. That's what the difference is right there.
Yeah.
Because most people will tell you, oh, you can't kill them. You can only kill the food that they eat.
Yeah,
you
that's
say,
not true.
no way, that's not true.
That's
and
not
so
true.
when you tell them again about the Scorpion Plus program, tell them what it is over and over and over again. I
All
want
right.
to hear it. Listen up.
So listen up, people. So it's $100 if you find a live one inside your house while you're on our Scorpion Plus program. We'll pay you that $100. That's a warranty you won't find anywhere else, because we are that confident that you will have no problems with scorpions while you have our Scorpion Plus program. And we only can take a limited number because we keep our quality high. I want my people paying special attention. We only have so much time in our routes to allocate to customers until we need to add more technicians. So this is $100 if you have a scorpion alive inside your home. We treat extremely thoroughly. We have this major first service that we do to flush everything out, and then we come back every other month and treat your home, and we warranty that sucker with $100 if you have any problems in between.
Their phone number, it's 480-331-1009. Put that number in your phone under reputable pest control service. And let me just tell you, folks, this is their season. It's coming up right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's here.
Oh, yeah. It's here. We're already getting calls.
So you got to call them and make sure that you get on their books. Again, that phone number, it's 480-331-1009. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. They do free in-home estimates. You do that as well.
Absolutely.
Also, they're licensed, bonded, and insured. They do both residential and commercial. 5-star rated everywhere. And what makes them different than anyone else, they kill them. They kill them. They love killing scorpions. And what I love, what I hear about it, is they're injecting the dust and they're sealing it up. Your cinder wall blocks, those are
cinder block wall.
That's where they're coming in right there. That's the start of it.
So,
and as far as I'm concerned, I'm not checking. I don't even care. I'm calling just to make sure that you've got it covered. That's as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, before I even bought my home, the people that were selling it were actually in New York already, so I knew it was vacant. My house sat vacant. That's another scary thing for people in Arizona, is if a house sits vacant before you buy it and move in, it's probably infested with scorpions. And I knew that. I bought it in a scorpion neighborhood. Before I even closed on the house, I went and sealed up the cinder block wall, because I was like, nope, I got 4 kids. I'm not bringing them into a place that's got problems. And so I sealed it up, and I take my trash out barefoot at night.
That's amazing.
There's things that scare people. There's a ton of them, and pests are in the top 3 out of the top 10 that scare people, and we don't have that problem.
Well, you know what? You can check them out on their website. It's greenmachinepest.com. Their phone number again, put it in your phone. It's 480-331-1009. And if you have any at all, any scorpions, you won't anymore, because they kill them. Again, that phone number is 480-331-1009. We're going to keep on going because we're live in the room. I'm going to let you keep on going. You got this one story here out already. You got that one. You're basically at the end of this thing, right? Okay. So what I want to ask you, okay, I know people that really have, I mean, like there's scorpions everywhere. Somebody that I know lives near like where Pecan Grove.
Yeah.
Where there's just like tons and tons.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens if somebody has, let's say, I call it a nest. I don't even know if they have a nest.
Yeah.
But what happens if they're infested? What do you do?
So when we actually have plenty of customers that call and they're like, I've got them coming out everywhere. I was at a lady's house on Friday and she's like, I see 50 to 60 a year inside my home. So we'll go out and do a full inspection and see what the heck is going on. How are they getting in the house? What vulnerabilities are there? What's going on outside? For this particular lady, she had a tree, and then around the tree she had this big decorative stone laid with grouting, and the tree roots had popped it up, so there was gaps all around it, and there's scorpions all underneath that stone just hiding out. We popped open the water containment box, the water valves. They were all throughout there. I was like, we're doing inspections to find out really like what's going on. And she had a company treating, and here we pop open the box and there's 3 of them right there. Like,
wow.
Like that should not be if you have a pest control company.
But do you do apartments too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do apartments too. Apartments are a little harder to make sure that they don't have something show up because there's a shared wall.
Right.
And
right,
so,
right.
But we do, I mean, we take off the faceplates of outlets and things like that. We'll dust into the walls to create a barrier inside the wall, which helps to make sure that you don't have any problems.
When you do your first go in there, where you say you go in there and you really take a
flush.
Oh, you call it the flush?
Yeah, we do an
like
initial,
that.
it's called an initial flush. We flush everything out.
How long does that service take?
So it takes, for the Scorpion Plus program, it takes an hour and a half.
Wow, I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes an hour and a half. We're super detailed. We spend a ton of time. And that's actually just the treatment. That's not including the cinder block wall seal.
Okay.
That takes another 2 to 3 hours
Well,
with a couple guys.
I want to talk about that because that, you know, people think that you're just coming in there and spraying.
Nope.
You know, I think this is important. That's why you like the 30 a little bit better.
Yeah.
Different, huh?
Yeah.
Because you're not pushing it all in there.
Yeah.
And I think that's important for them to understand what this entails. When you say it, it's a lot different than when we're going to say how long it takes, because that's very different.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
That's something I can do about that one.
Yeah, you're good. These are cute.
That much. Well, this client got me that.
Yeah.
So welcome back, everyone. We're talking scorpions, okay? And if you don't like them, you can actually get rid of them. And the only way you're going to do that is by calling Green Machine Pest Control. And their number is 480-331-1009. This is their season right now. And for how long?
Oh, it goes from March through November.
Through November. I know.
It's a long season.
It's a long season, folks. But I was asking you a little bit during the break, and I was talking to you about how long your, what you call, and I love the name of it, it's called the flush. Tell them what it is, because that's what you call it. I know it's the Scorpion Plus program, but when you come in there and the first time it's called the flush. Tell them what you do.
Well, so when you're dealing with scorpions, they're the hardest pest to kill. Their armor is super thick. It takes a lot to kill them. And that's why most companies don't want to claim that they'll kill scorpions, is because it takes so much effort. So on the initial flush, we're going to spend an hour and a half on the service part alone. That's not including the cinder block wall seal up. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off, we treat around the inside of the home, treating around the baseboards. Then we actually take a duster and we dust into the openings underneath the sink where the pipes come out. Those pipes lead into open gaps in the walls, and that airflow is what attracts scorpions to come out of the walls. So we actually dust into the pipes underneath the sinks where it comes out, behind the toilet and the shower head. We pull those silver round things, they're called scutcheons.
I don't know when it does this. It's awesome.
Yeah. So we dust into the walls, and then also when things come out of the walls, a lot of them actually hide underneath your kick plate of your like your vanity or your cabinets. There's a whole living in
Whole world
it's like
down
a
there.
environment down there. Yeah. So we actually dust into some crevices that lead underneath there to just put dust underneath there that'll kill everything underneath there as well. It's awesome, and it'll stick around for 100 years if you leave it. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah. So we dust there, and then we treat around the foundation of the home with a 6-foot repellent barrier. It's 3 feet up the wall and 3 feet out in the yard, all the way around the house. And then we use it's granules, but it's a product. It looks kind of like a sand, and the reason this is different is because liquid will generally be a topical, right? When you spray it, it lands on top of stuff. A granule acts like a plinko machine. You know, it falls down to the level where the soil is at, and that's a whole different set of bugs, and that's food for scorpions. Mm-hmm. So we're hitting where the scorpions are, we're hitting where their food is. So we put granules down, and we use those in key areas, against the foundation, in the bushes, because you got drip systems that feed the bushes, in the grass, and then also right up against the cinder block wall. And so we're hitting all that, and then we spray throughout the yard. Basically, if you think about when a pest control company sprays, what they're trying to do is put up police tape. It's this no cross tape, like don't cross this, you're gonna die, and they can't see it or smell it. They walk right across it and they die. Mm-hmm. Well, we do that for scorpions, but we lay it on a little differently. We use a very special product I've been testing for years. It works tremendously well. A little Donald Trump. We're so tremendously good. All the best people are saying it. Anyway, so it works tremendously well. And then we take the dust and we inject it into the pillars of the cinder block wall before we seal it up. And why would we do that if we're going to seal it anyway? Well, number one, your neighbors are going to have to deal with twice as many scorpions because they can't come out on your side.
They're not going to your side.
So we're going to help the neighbors a little bit. But then on top of that, those are breeding zones. Like that whole pillar, it's where all the bugs go to. It's their safe spot. And so we want to just eliminate as many of them at once as we can. So we inject dust into there first, and then we seal that sucker up, and they can't even come out on your side. And since their food is typically down low, as scorpions traverse pillar to pillar along that wall, they're going to go inside looking for food down low, and they don't come up and over very often. So that's going to take care of 99% of the scorpions in that wall.
And so this is an hour and a half right now of that. And then when you actually do the cinder block walls, what is that about? That's like you said.
Yeah, we seal up the gaps. Hours. Yeah, it's 2 to 3 hours, and that's with a 2-man to 3-man crew.
Wow.
We're sealing up that wall so that nothing can come out. And I'm so sold on that. Like I said, before I even bought my house, I sealed up the wall, and I was like, if I don't get the house, I just gave a nice gift to someone, because it was in a scorpion area, and I knew that buying it. My wife's like, we're moving into a scorpion zone, and I was like, I know. When you're in pest control, you have weird conversations with your family. People show pictures of their kids and stuff at night in bed, and I'm like, yeah, look at that. Look at what I found at work today. It was a scorpion and a dead rat. And my wife's like, come on. So anyway.
But all of this you believe in so much that
I'm willing to give you $100 if you get on our Scorpion Plus program and you happen to find a live one inside your home.
So the phone number to call them, it's 480-331-1009. They work valley-wide. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, 5-star rated everywhere. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. Also, they do both residential and commercial. I even asked if you do, apartments, and you said absolutely.
Yep.
And the only thing is that unfortunately you do have common wall there, so it makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah, but we can still use the dust. So I use the dust on those common walls for all sorts of jobs.
It's all about the dust, folks.
Yeah, the dust. The dust doesn't break down. It lasts 100 years. It's awesome. So we take off the faceplates of your outlets, your switches. We put dust into the walls, and that kills things trying to traverse from place to place. We do that with our bed bug jobs, German roach jobs, scorpion jobs, anything that's in a shared wall like an apartment, condo units, the same thing. So yeah, we do that. And honestly, like I had a lady call, she had just scooped a live scorpion out of her baby's mouth.
Ooh.
And she's like, I don't care who you are, just get here, be the first one here, and you got the job. That lady's been a customer ever since because she's not seen a single scorpion since.
Their phone number, again, it's 480-331-1009. GreenMachinePest.com. I did have a question that I wrote down because, this is a serious, a long time event. Right, you're going to be at the house for a couple hours.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I want to ask you, do they have to be out of the house? Is it safe for the pets? Let's talk about that. That's important.
Yeah, you can be home. The stuff that we're using is pet friendly, kid friendly. The only thing is pets have a better nose than we do, and so we can't smell it, but they can smell it because it's based on a flower.
Okay.
The flower is a severe toxin to pests, and so it's great. But the pets can smell it. The thing we usually tell people is like, let it dry. You know,
Yeah.
if your pet licks it up, you have more toxic stuff under your sink. Even dishwasher soap or dish soap, like if you drank that, you'd probably have some stomach ache. Same thing with a pet.
Right.
Right. So, but they can be home while we're doing the service. We usually tell people, let us do the inside, and then if you got to run and go run some errands, go to the store, whatever, go for it. We don't need you there at that point.
So tell them again so they can hear this, and also about the termite inspection
Oh, yeah.
that you do as well for them.
So the Scorpion Plus program, we give you a $100 warranty. If you see a live scorpion inside your home, we'll pay you $100 to come back and do a treatment, which I think is fantastic. Nobody's doing that. We give you a swag bag when you start that's got a bunch of goodies and a inspection black light to go hunt for scorpions in your house because we want to warranty that. And then also we give you a free termite inspection once a year, and we're giving, or as a bonus right now, a 6-month termite warranty with the treatment with Scorpion Plus because everyone ends up with termites at some point. And honestly, like that's what people are afraid of. They're afraid. I had a lady call me afraid the termites were going to rip her house down. That people are afraid of
You're
pests.
watching them.
It's in the top 10 fears. We have like 3 of them that are pest control related. People are afraid of all sorts of stuff. They're afraid of obviously keeping things out of their baby's mouth. They're afraid of keeping pets away from bugs so that they don't get stung or bit. Walking around in the dark at night, going to the bathroom. Worried there's a scorpion in their shoes, picking up wet towels off the floor and shaking them out.
Oh, gosh.
We know you guys do it. You pick up the towel and shake it out. You look inside your shoes, you shake those out. Kids run around barefoot, especially at night. People are worried about that, especially outside. Sliding your hand under your pillow. I had a guy, one of my guys, slide a hand under his pillow, and he was like, "What the heck?" And he pulled it out, and there was a scorpion, and then it stung him.
Guess what?
As soon as he opened his hand.
My ex-husband,
Yeah.
he felt something on, I don't know where it was, and he kind of scratches, it was on his nose, and it stung his nose.
Yeah, the scorpion on his nose.
Because it was on his pillow,
Yeah.
and I guess and he was sleeping,
Yeah.
and I guess, and he had this,
It
he
is
got
the worst.
stung. It was the worst, he said.
And then you don't sleep well because you're like, there's other crap in my bed. What the heck?
Swelled up in the
Oh, yeah.
face and the whole thing. I mean, there's poison in that stinger.
Well, that's the thing. Even with bed bug jobs, like people want to trust their bed. That's a safe place, right? Inside your home is your safe place. You're safe from the world. You're safe from pests. You're safe from all sorts of stuff. But when you get in your bed, you're going to shut down and you expect that nothing will happen to you. And that is what makes people crazy. They put their baby's bassinet legs into glass jars.
I did that.
Yep. Why? Because they don't want scorpions climbing up and into the bassinet, right? That's the safety thing. We don't want any of that stuff. We don't want them climbing off your shower curtain onto you. None of that problem.
And you won't have to worry about it because guess what? They kill them. That's what they do. Other places will tell you, no, you can't kill them. You can only kill the food that they eat. Nope, that's not true. They kill them, and they love killing them.
Yep.
You kill them all day long.
Well, we kill. I tell people, I'm Corey. I kill things for a living, especially scorpions.
Their phone number to call again, it's 480-331-1009. They're valley-wide. They're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're going to do a free in-home inspection for you and an estimate for you so they can tell you how much that's going to be. But you also said something really interesting. Really quickly, you said that you come every other month.
Yeah.
So that's something else because I always thought, you got to come every month. But with you, because you kill them, you don't have to come every month. That was something I wanted to bring up. So that's pretty awesome that you know and you guarantee it. You really are. You know it so well. You're willing to give them $100.
We've done over 30,000 scorpion treatments. We know everything about these things, and we've studied them. I know the anatomy of them. I know how every single product works on them. I've even tested every product in mason jars to make sure that they'll die in a very quick amount of time with the treatments that we've done. You're not going to have scorpions, and if you do, I'll pay you $100 to come back.
The number to call them again, it's 480-331-1009. Get on the books now. This is their season, and it lasts a long time. They're valley-wide, A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're residential and commercial. 5-star rated everywhere. 480-331-1009.